Well, I'm just the right age that when the original Star Wars movie came out, I was a kid. Me and my friends in the cinema, feet up, flying X-Wings. And when the third movie came out, I was walking past the Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing to climb into my own spaceship. So you can imagine as a young man, that was fairly exciting, and people were paying me money at the same time, so it didn't get much better than that. That's a long story. I was actually working in the workshops with Phil Tippett, who created a lot of the creatures for the movies, and I'm an animatronics designer as well as performer, so I was building the creatures, and they saw me operating the creatures and said, "You do that really good, do you want to do it for the movie?" And I said, "Yes, please." I thought, now there is a very strange creature.
Was it comfortable to wear it or nice?
Comfort and niceness doesn't really come into it. It's more, you get the enjoyment out of bringing it alive while suffering tremendously inside. When I sign it on the photographs, they always want me to write "It's a trap." I'm just really happy that they like that line more than "We cannot withstand firepower of that magnitude," because that would take all day long to write. So, well, like I said, it was all very exciting because I had come to the movies as any of us, just watching it in the cinema, and then to be able to be walking around on set, and there's Harrison Ford over there, and there's Carrie Fisher over there, and you know, it's all terribly exciting. Well, if you go to my website, www.admiralackbar.co.uk, the story of me being fired off of the set by Harrison Ford is there, but it's far too long for this interview. Carrie was a very attractive young woman, and I also did a character called Salacious Crumb, who spent a long time next to her because she was Jabba's slave and he was Jabba's pet. So we got to interact quite a bit in between takes, and she used to think the puppet was funny, so I would make her laugh with the puppet and things. Yes, I do things like this. I come to conventions now, and I was at a convention in Australia, and they all said, "Oh, they're going to do episode 7. You know, if they have Ackbar in it, are you going to do it?" And I just laughed, and I said, if Ackbar is going to be in the movie, it's going to be some young kid doing it. Because when I did Ackbar originally, I was 24 years old. So at this time, I'm now 60, but at this time I was 58. And I thought, no way they're going to ask me to be Ackbar again because I'm too old to be in the costume. And then they asked me to do it. And the first thing I did was pump up the tires on my bicycle and start riding 10 miles a day to try and increase my stamina so that I would survive the experience. I was really upset when I saw CGI taking over so much, because for all the wonderful things that it can do, the animatronics can do drama much better. They, because the characters are there in the scene, they can interact with the performers. Whereas with the CGI, I saw in take after take, the performer would come up with a really good inspiration, and the director would say, "You can't do that because we've already drawn the answer to your comment in the CGI." So CGI, although it creates great visuals, can really kill drama, which is why we've ended up with, I call them roller coaster movies. Instead of good dramatic movies where people and emotions are important, you just end up with roller coaster rides of visual images just popping in. You don't realize that nothing really is going on because it's all happening so fast. Hi. I'm Tim Rose. I played Admiral Ackbar in Return of the Jedi, M in The Force Awakens, and I'd just like to say hi to 35 millimeters. 35 millimeters in English.